Alright babes, I'm back. So, I am going to kind of start off by briefly going over a little bit about Theta for those of you who are not familiar. As always, I encourage you to please go do your own research and dig further into it, or if you'd like to dig really into it, get in contact with me and we can talk about it. So, let's start with the 4 types of brainwaves because this can really help to understand logically. So your first brainwave is the beta, right? This is where you're conscious, where you're awake, the quickest brainwave. Then you move to alpha, which is when you're when you're relaxed, calm, not really thinking, kind of like really present, whether you're like laying out staring at the clouds and you're really like, you know, just present in that moment. And then you move to the third brainwave, which is the theta brainwave. Okay, so this is where typically you're either in deep meditation, you can be in hypnosis even, or right before you fall asleep. This is more like your subconscious brainwave, okay? And then your delta, which is your deep dreamless sleep, okay? There's also your gamma, but that's even further. But so as a practitioner, we connect to the to creator, highest self, whatever you want to call it, universe, and I channel subconscious beliefs that come through for my clients that either, you know, were taken on in their childhood by their experiences, and have kind of been constantly replaying in their lives for lack of a better terms, and because it wants to be healed, right? But so it's your brain is like a computer system, okay? So if there is a problem that needs to be fixed, it is going to continually create that problem until it is fixed, okay? So this is where in Theta we go in and we acknowledge those subconscious beliefs and we shift them. So you're going to hear me say a lot, removing the free-floating memory from the original event. That's our way of going back to the very beginning of wherever that belief was created, whether it was childhood, whether it was past life, whether it was ancestral, something you took on. That's how we make sure we get to the root of it. I will also read out some beliefs that we'd like to shift, and then at the end I do physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, and ethereal body healings. Okay, so again, this has all been channeled. I channel to my highest self, my creator, my God, my universe, and this is just what came through for this specific reading for this general session. So I only did the first section, so I typically channel for each section, each question that I ask. Just so you know, if you are wanting to get in contact about doing some sessions, you would get a full tarot reading, and then for each question I asked, you would also get shifts and beliefs that I would channel for each of those, and we would shift together. Okay, so lastly, I want you to know, if you listen to these shifts and beliefs and you hear them and they resonate and you want to change them for yourself, it is important that you not only say yes to me, so comment below yes, and whatever, you also have to say it out loud. So if you would like these beliefs, comment below yes, and then out loud say yes. It doesn't matter when you're watching this, or when you comment or whatever, I'm going to go up and shift these. So in the 7th dimension, so it will be done. There's no concept of time up there. I know that gets a little spacey, so I won't go down that route. But you can be watching this at any point and you will receive the shifts. Yes, it is that easy. I know that sounds crazy. First, I do want to touch on, totally forgot, so I'm sorry, I'm doing this on the fly. If you've never done Theta Healing, I'm sorry. There are 3 beliefs that we need to first shift before we even get started. And those are the following. Because if your subconscious does not, again, if you've not looked at my posts, I kind of dig into what your subconscious versus your conscious mind is, right? So your conscious mind is what's aware right here, but your subconscious is what's feeding your conscious mind of what to create, right? So I want to shift these first 3 beliefs for you before we even get started to make sure that you receive these healings. So I want an instant healing, I deserve an instant healing, and an instant healing is possible. So before we even get started, I will shift those 3 beliefs if you say yes below. Because if your subconscious doesn't believe any of those, then you're not going to take on any of these healings that I'm sending you. All right, so let's get started. So I'm going to start. Remember, our first question was, what familial characteristics are ready to be released with this full moon in Cancer, okay? And so this is what came through. Creator and I would like to remove the following free-floating memories from the original event. I'm just going to list several of them, okay? So listen and see if they resonate with you. I'd like to remove the following free-floating memory from the original event that prevents you from releasing past beliefs, conditioning, identities, roles, behaviors, and cycles around familial foundations that no longer serve your highest and best good. That resulted in the belief that it is unsafe or impossible to step out of your comfort zone. That resulted in the obligation to resist change around familial and ancestral foundations out of reverence to your ancestors. So guys, a lot of times subconscious stuff is connected to ancestral beliefs, things that have been passed down, by the way. So this kind of helps us cut that out in whatever way serves your highest and best good, if it no longer serves, right? Let's remove the free-floating memory from the original event that resulted in the belief that the pain of your past is a part of your identity. Because that doesn't serve you, guys. Yes, you're supposed to learn from those lessons, but you don't have to carry those burdens with you and think that they are a part of your identity, that you have to carry that pain, that no longer serves us. That prevents you from releasing any identities attached to the pain of your past. That prevents you from allowing yourself the time, the space, and the energy to make patient choices that serve your highest and best good. That resulted in the belief that you are obligated to put others' wants and needs before yourself. No more. And that resulted in the belief that if you take on others' burdens, they will love you more. All right, and then on to the next section. Creator and I would like to shift the following beliefs. So in this section, guys, we shift the belief for whatever serves your highest and best good. So whether it's downloading this belief or whether it's doing the opposite and shifting this for what no longer serves you, Creator and I will do. Okay, so we'd like to shift the following beliefs. I am ready to release any old identities, thoughts, and behaviors that no longer emotionally fulfill me. I allow thoughts, emotions, and beliefs to surface during this Cancer full moon regarding my emotional fulfillment. I am free from the chains of my ancestors. Guys, again, this does not mean you are not showing loyalty, respect, reverence, whatever to your ancestors. They don't want you to be chained to things that no longer serve, guys. They know that they created a foundation, but that we're supposed to continually evolve, okay? Remember that human side goes away when you pass to the other side, okay? So all that judgment and all that nonsense, that was created out of fear, by the way. Let's continue shifting the following beliefs. I am obligated to stay stuck in the pain of my past. It is my free will to choose emotional fulfillment. I am worthy of putting my wants and needs before any person, place, thing, or experience. I am worthy of unconditional love just because I am. It is safe and possible to put the burdens down. And I have deep inner knowing of who or what serves my higher purpose moving forward. Beautiful. All right, and then on to the last section. This is where Creator and I would like to do the following spiritual, emotional, physical, mental, and ethereal body healings, okay? So we would like to cut any karmic ties, attachments, or bonds to ancestral conditioning around familial foundations. We'd like to delete any old neural pathways that currently oblige to ancestral patterns and cycles of foundation. And then we'd like to create a new neural pathway and receptor that allow you to create your family foundation through discovery of self. We'd like to cut any ties or obligations to thoughts, beliefs, or identities of staying stuck in the pain of the past. We'd like to delete any paradigms of unworthiness, lack, scarcity, fear, abandonment, all directly related to familial and ancestral foundations. I'd like to create a new familial matrix that is rooted in unconditional love, in being, in worthiness, abundance, joy, ease, grace, flow, and fluidity. Let's wipe out any completed karma around familial foundations. I want to send it to Creator for unconditional love, light, and healing. And let's realign you with your most current timeline that serves your highest and best good. And let's remove any cross-contamination of past timelines, because that can really make you feel confused, kind of like you're back and forth in between different things. If you have several timelines open that your soul is trying to work on, right? So let's get you to where the timeline that serves your highest and best good with where you're at right now, okay? I want to delete any old belief systems that are rooted in abandonment. I also want to delete any paradigms that are based in burdens, in doing it alone, or being left out in the cold. Let's open up a new neural pathway that processes yourself as your first priority above all else. Okay? That is not selfish, by the way. Fuck the people who say it is, and I bet you those people are miserable because they give from an empty cup. You can't do that. It's not selfish. It's the most selfless thing you can do, to take care of your physical, spiritual, emotional, mental, and ethereal bodies that God gave you, because you can't be your best self if you don't. Okay? I want to let's run a forgiveness protocol, you guys, for all of this, on yourself, on Creator, and on any people, places, or experiences that mimic these beliefs or these experiences, okay? I also want to do a soul retrieval. I want to call back any pieces of your soul that may have been lost, stolen, taken, whatever, in any past experiences related to all of this stuff. And I want to clear out and realign all your chakras. So your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your sacral, your solar plexus, your root, and your soul star. Those all need to be cleared out and realigned to serve your highest and best good. I want to do, Creator and I would like to do physical body healings and upgrades to the following. Your lymphatic system. So if you're feeling kind of drainagey with this full moon, guys, let it out. Get it out. Do some eucalyptus in the shower. Really clear out that lymphatic system. Also, your liver, your throat, your kidney, your pancreas, and your spleen. We are going to ask that those are healed and upgraded. They've likely been processing a lot of the stuff that we're talking about here, okay? And then lastly, as always, I want to ask that all of these healings take place with ease, grace, flow, fluidity, sovereignty, abundance, and they all serve your highest and best good. So again, guys, with this, if you would like these, if you feel called to receive these healings, please write yes below in the comments. Send me a message if that's more comfortable for you with a yes, and then say yes out loud. All right, babies, happy healing. I love you, and enjoy this Cancer full moon.